Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz, and thank you for joining me here once again, this time for your picks for Friday, December 29th. Well, guys, the year is coming to an end. We have a few more days of it left, and they are going to be a busier than we have been over the last few days because Serie A is picking back up on Friday, and we have some EPL slate as well over the weekend. But then when we kick off the new year, we are getting the rest of the leagues back, such as Bundesliga, La Liga, and the French League One as well. So we'll be back on track with a very busy schedule after the New Year's. For more free picks, of course, go up to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. Check it out, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And of course, feel free to leave a comment on any of these videos, and I'll be more than happy to reply to your questions or engage in the conversation with you, which I have been doing pretty much all the time. But like I said, if you have questions, feel free to ask, guys, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions you might have. For my best bets, however, you can click the link in the description, and that will get you up to my Pickdawgz website page where you can sign up, see how I have been doing in the past, see how I have been doing over the last week or so. Sign up for a daily pass, 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or even a month-long pass if that's something you want to do, which is probably some of your best value because a month is a very long time, and there's a lot of picks that I put up in a month. Usually over the weekend, I'm gonna go with a 5 pack for Saturday, Sunday, maybe even a 7 pack sometimes. Uh, on the weekdays, usually it's a 3 packs a day, so that's a lot of picks for a month, guys. And like I said, that's probably gonna be your best value. On Friday, guys, we have only four Serie A games. There's no EPL on Friday. And we're going to kick it off with two games at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The first one is between Fiorentina and Torino, which should be a fairly interesting matchup. And I would be lying if I said I was not intrigued by the over 2.5 in this one at plus 133. Uh, both Fiorentina and Torino are in a decent form, and they haven't gone over 2.5 in a while. Fiorentina hasn't gone over 2.5 in their last 4 games. Torino hasn't gone over 2.5 in their last 3 games, and I think that they are both due for a nice performance in that attacking end. And I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup between these two teams. We usually see at least a goal on each side. We've seen both teams to score hit more often than not in this matchup, and with both teams playing in such a good form, both teams playing with pretty much their full lineups, they're mostly healthy. All of their starters are ready to play. Uh, I'm gonna go with excuse me, with both teams to score in this one at minus 103. I think that's a very good price, and I will gladly take it. And however I slice this game, however I look at it, from whatever angle I look at it, I see at least a goal on each side, guys. So Fiorentina versus Torino, both teams to score. The second game at 12:30 p.m. is between Napoli and Monza, and I'm gonna be very, very careful here. Napoli is without Osimhen, and there's another player, I think Politano, who are suspended. But apart from that, they are healthy. And the only problem for Napoli is that they are on a 2 game losing streak. They have lost 4 of their last 6 games. And you know what? They haven't scored a goal in their last 2 games. And that's a big problem. On top of that, their defense has been quite sloppy, and they have conceded 7 goals in their last 3 games. Uh, Monza, on the other side, is playing much better when playing at home than when playing on the road. And the stats are confirming that because they've scored 10 goals and conceded 6 goals in 9 home games, while scoring 6 goals and conceding 12 goals in 8 games on the road. So, sure, Napoli has been in a sloppy form. And I am being careful about it, but I'm going to take Napoli on the money line at minus 159. Now we're moving on to the late afternoon slate, guys. We have Genoa versus Inter, and the last game of the day will be between Lazio and Frosinone. Genoa is coming off of a win against Sassuolo 2-1, which I was surprised about quite a lot, to be honest. But hey, kudos to Genoa. They got a precious win on the road, and they are now above the relegation zone, which is basically where they want to be. And they want to keep their Serie A status for next season. Inter on the other side is a very well balanced team. The team that's in a good form, the team that has been scoring a lot of goals, the team that's at the top of the Serie A standings right now, and the team that has been dominant in this matchup against Genoa. And Inter also hasn't lost a single game on the road this season. Now, I know that will come to an end soon enough, probably, but I don't think it will come to an end against Genoa. So, keeping it simple, guys, I'm taking Inter on the money line at minus 167. It is a bit juiced, I know. Uh, the better way of playing this game would be to put it in a double with Napoli on the money line and get nice plus money out of this. So I will probably be doing that as well. If you have a unit to spare or half a unit to spare, do it as well, guys. I think it's gonna be a nice double winner for us. But if not, put it as a single at Inter on the money line, or maybe take Inter minus one and risk that push in the worst case scenario in this game. And the last game of the day, like I said, guys, is between Lazio and Frosinone. And honestly, this is another one where we have to be very, very careful. I just can't shake the feeling that we're gonna see a very disappointing uh, Lazio team here. Sure, they have never lost to Frosinone in the past, but Frosinone this season has been absolutely solid, I gotta say. They are in the 13th place with 19 points. Uh, they have scored a decent amount of goals. They have actually scored more goals than Lazio has this season. And Lazio at home is not scoring a lot. They're barely averaging one scored goal per game. And yes, their defense is keeping them afloat with only six conceded goals in those 8 games. But I think that Frosinone has what it takes to snag a point at least out of this game. Sure, they have a few injuries, so does Lazio, and I think that Ciro Immobile is one of the injured players, which is going to be a huge handicap for this Lazio team. But I think that Frosinone can get to the scoreboard here. So both teams to score at minus 105 in this one for me, guys. Like I said, I just can't shake the feeling that Lazio is going to be a very big disappointment here, and this minus 150 that we are getting them on the money line could be a bit trappy line, to be honest. And I will stay away from it. I will stay far away from Lazio as I can. And I will rather take both teams to score at minus 105, which is an outstanding price if you ask me. So Lazio versus Frosinone, both teams to score. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me here. These were the four free picks for Friday. Stay tuned for Saturday and Sunday picks, guys. We have a busy EPL day. We have some Serie A games as well. Subscribe, hit that like button, guys, and good luck with all of your bets on Friday.